these are all the defensive ends we have collectively from top to bottom. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 defensive ends, JD. You said top of the show, we're going to keep how many defensive linemen in total?
I think we could keep 9 to 10.
Probably 9 to 10, okay.
9 to 10 guys. Probably 10, closer to 10.
Casey Colosso said we kept 9 going into last year, going to the 2024 season. We kept 9. That's what Casey Colosso said.
So that seals it. So we'll probably do the same thing. Probably 9 again this year. I don't think that number is going to change. So the question is, who the 9 is going to be? That is the question, right?
Yeah.
So I already got my list of guys. So
okay, so how many DNs get kept, and who do you think, if you had to make a wager on one of which DNs would be dropped?
2, 3, 4, 5 DNs.
Okay, so can I guess the 2 that you'd have drops from this lineup, from the 7 here?
Yeah,
Herring and Janarius Robinson.
That would be correct.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully they can sneak Robinson off the practice squad.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Herring's been here long enough, whereas like if he gets cut, I feel like it's, either make it or break it at this point.
Yeah. I mean, you're just waiting for guys to get there, right? So
yeah. That's a main DM room though. FAU, Dana, Omenahu, Karlaftis, and Gelate. Oof, man. Like that's just nonstop. We're just sucking those guys in and out all game.
Good right there, boy. That's solid right there, man. It's good.
I love that. All right, looking like everyone in the chat. So Pepe Atreides, 5 DNs, 5 DTs. Also agrees with the 10. And then Pepe Atreides, Herring and Robinson would be his 2 cut.
I would say they probably hope they all make it. And if they're not here, somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
But as far as priority goes and what, we're talking about, productivity, the ones we named, Big George, Menahu, Mike, Dan, and Felix, and obviously Gelati. That's it's their 3rd round pick. So
yeah,
going nowhere.
Yeah, he definitely gets the nod.
Yeah.
All right, so now let's go to the defensive tackle room. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 guys as well.
7 guys. And so if they keep the 9 like they did last year, that means they're going to do 4. And so I'm thinking really CJ, Pennell, Norman Lott, and I think it's going to be between Fabe and Tillery. For their next one. And if they decide to keep 10, they'll just keep Fabe and Tillery both. But then they'll figure out, okay, who's going to be the guy, all right? Who's going to show up between Fabe and Tillery? And Tillery's got, he's got long arms. He looked good, rushing the passer. Fabe is a young guy. What is it? This is Fabe's 2nd year, right?
2nd year.
So, I mean, he's still young. So he's still got some, some growth and things to prove. But if he's put the work and effort in, like he said he was going to do, Marcus, that's what I love. Fabe is like, he wait to see. It's what he said. You wait and see what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
He tells me that, I'm going to believe it.
Yeah, that was a common motif throughout our interview with him. He kept saying that.
Yeah. So
you think they're going to go with 4, not 5?
I say 4, man. I say 4. I don't. For the reason is why, because a minute who could play on the inside. Mike Dan has been able to play on the inside. Shoot, they might switch a couple of the guys on the inside, but yeah, I think that's going to be, a minute who could be that guy that can go back and forth, play inside and out. And it's Malik too. They need it.
Yeah, this is that's tough. Yeah, I would probably say I would lean 10. But yeah, if they do keep it 4, I think Fabian would get the nod over Tillery. Kind of what you said there. It's like if Pennell gets hurt, we don't really have another person to be the Pennell role, and I feel like Lovett's kind of being groomed to be that Pennell replacement in the future if he does make the team. I feel like Pennell or Lovett would be that Pennell kind of guy, right? if God forbid anything happens to Pennell. And of course, Pennell's getting a little longer in the tooth. So if there's a guy who's kind of being groomed to be that next guy, that plugger, that run stuffer, would be Fabian Lovett. So I think Lovett would get the nod over Tillery, because what Tillery does, it seems to be kind of like a redundancy and as a redundancy of talent, a skill set, because we have a lot of guys who play inside outside.
Not necessarily. Here's why. The way that we play defense, we are not really a penetrating defense. Okay. We're kind of like a bend and don't break, right? The reason we're so good against the run is because we have guys that are stout just to hold up and keep a pal. So what we want guys to do is be great against the double team. Normal, he could fill that void for Pennell. And so maybe Jerry Tillery could do the same, okay, with his size. I mean, he's got big arms and he's got length to him. And if they're just asking him, hey, man, take the double team or hold up on the guy, I mean, he could do that. So it's really going to boil down to, how does the guy look against a guy one-on-one? That's really going to show what a guy can do. Anybody can make a pal. Anybody can take a double team and make sure you don't get pushed back. But when you have one-on-one, what you know you'll have to do at some point, now what does it look like? Who wins those battles more than anybody else? Okay. So I'm not going to discount Jerry Tillery taking two guys on, or maybe, being a run stopper. But like I said before, those guys, they just hold up on the line of scrimmage, right? That's almost like, talking about two gapping and being balanced. Okay. We're not shooting the gaps. We don't quite do that with our deep line. All right. So that's why I say that. We just had to see, man. We had to see. Very, very interesting with this. If we're gonna keep 5 or 4 at D line, defensive tackle.
So you think the battle here when we go to training camp would be a battle as far as a Lovett between a Lovett and Tillery kind of battle?
I do. Tillery's got a little bit more. He's got more years on him. A little bit more experience. But Fabe is hungry. So these two guys are gonna battle it out, and so is Marlon. Tui, Tui, he ain't just gonna I ain't chopped liver now. I ain't just gonna lay down and just like, oh yeah, them guys got it. I'll sit back here. No, it's gonna be a good thing. Shoot, Kozai, like you said, is hard. Shoot, he might show up and surprise everybody
for sure,
right? So Pepe Trader said, don't sleep on Fabe. We ain't sleeping on Fabe. We had him on the show, baby.
Yeah.
I told you, when Fabe said, look, y'all gonna wait and see. I'm just like, Fabe, you say that, I'm gonna trust you. So exactly. Fabe and his Pennell's back. No, it don't work like that, Pepe. Joker's a backup until he's not. So they don't look at it that way. They're looking for guys that produce. They look for guys that can get after the pass, the quarterback, and if he can hold up in the run. That's it. Bottom line. So we can say body types, but look, we asking the guy, like, this is your responsibility. Can you do it, Coach? Yes, I can. That's the question. Can you do this? And so if one guy is as competent doing this job, he's going to win out. Because why? He might have something else better than another guy in a different realm. So he might be a better pass rusher, and he can still hold up like this other guy. Like I said, we're not asking him to penetrate. So that's why it's a little different. Just a different kind of scheme, man. So
yeah, I mean, if they keep 5, I'm happy with keeping Tillery and Lovett. I love what Tillery has done in his career. I know he didn't play up to what he was supposed to be coming out of college. He's been kind of bounced around the league a little bit, but I mean, what we've seen on tape from him, even playing us with the Raiders, I mean, he showed a lot on film. So I'd love to see Tillery kind of make a home here. Already become a buds with Chris Jones in the locker room. So, you got to love that. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.